Hello everyone, welcome back to Grand Theft Auto 5. Once again, my name is jfavignano and we are going to check out the A400M by Airbus. This is one of Skyline's models, and this conversion from FSX looks badass. Look at that probe on the front there, and just look at the attention to detail. Fantastic stuff. Look at those blades. Those props are insane, man. Whenever I first saw this airplane announced, I was like, those are incredible looking. Just do a little walk around here. You see the flaps there, nice and modeled with the gear down. One thing I have noticed so far, I've got a little bit of flying time in this thing, and I noticed right off the bat that the handling line is completely customized, and it's probably the most realistic flying handling line I've used in a GTA 5 mod. And what I mean by that is it feels heavy, it feels alive, and it takes a lot more runway to get off the ground than, you know, a default airplane in GTA 5. But man, those things are badass. Let's check out the interior of this baby. The only thing is the camera views. The camera views are a little weird. They're pretty far out. See, this is the closest you can get, and then you have your really far one here. So, and here's our interior. So those are our options there. Check this out. Like, it looks amazing. I mean, not saying that, you know, it was like modeled by Skyline or anything. He converted it over from FSX, but it just looks badass. Just looks nice. You even have the little fake radar going back and forth there. That's pretty cool. You can see where he holds his hand there on the stick. This is controlled by a stick, side stick, kind of like an Airbus. Let's stop yapping. Let's put the landing lights on and let's start taxiing out. We're gonna take off on runway 30 right. So I'm gonna cross the runway here and then we'll continue down that way. But anywho, I don't know if you guys have been living under a rock. I know I've been getting a lot of questions and inquiries about the whole modding, you know, debacle, and I voiced my concerns and everything else on Twitter. I didn't do it on YouTube. I think there's a time and place for everything, and I didn't want to clutter my videos up with you know, something that everybody else is already talking about. Man, you're gonna have to back this sucker up to get it around that corner. But that's just GTA 5 in general. For some reason, these airplanes, they hate turning right. They'll turn left, no problem, but to the right, nah, not so good. But Rockstar did make that announcement and said they're not going after single player mods. They were looking, you know, more towards people that were exploiting everything on GTA Online, and I understand that, you know, to a degree. So what I plan on doing is, you know, still doing mod showcases and doing LSPDFR and all that good stuff. I'm just not going to be doing anything that showcases any of the DLC that, you know, you would get on GTA Online or something like that. I think if we do that, we'll make everybody happy. All right, landing lights are on. Let's go take this baby to the skies on 30 right. It's lining up here. That left just doesn't want to turn left, I'll tell you that. Keep on turning, baby. Keep on turning. I think we're going to be all right here on this one. Look at that moon. That moon in the middle of the day. Not bad at all. All right, we're all lined up here. There we go. Let's go to that inside view here. Okay, we can see a little bit there. I need to get that FOV mod working with this version of the game. Let's go ahead and add our power. There's full power. Go to that outside view for you. And rotate. Nice and easy. Look at that. It uses the entire runway, man. Gear up. So we probably should have used the runoff area before runway 30 right there, but that's all right. We're climbing out pretty healthy here. Bring that nose down a little bit. That looks pretty good right there. And we are climbing out of Los Santos International Airport. We're gonna head over to Sandy Shores as usual, but I do want to see how this thing lands. I'm very, very interested. I haven't done a landing, and I just got in to make sure it worked and all that stuff before I jumped in, you know. I'm going to release my right trigger here, so we're at idle speed now. Over Pacific Bluffs. Rolling off on that heading there. And we're going to do the visual approach to the eastern runway. But, man, it's going to be tough landing in this view. I have got to say, it's going to be a little tough. Ooh, man, look how clear it is today. You can see the runway from here. Just continue that descent. We're going to start our turn to the right. Yeah, this is the best handling line by far. I mean, it just feels like an airplane. And also notice there's no turbulence. None of that fake turbulence happening. I like that a lot. That looks badass. Didn't want to mess with Zancudo today. I don't have that one mod in that makes them shut up. Gear down. About us, you know, being in a restricted airspace. So there we go. Looking good here. I'm just keeping it, you know, no power. We're gonna have to add power. That's one thing that I've noticed with this mod is you're not used to, is you have to keep power in the airplane to keep it in the air. Normally in GTA 5, you can just release that trigger, you know, and it sits there idle and it's fine. Not the case with this airplane, which I like because when you release that, you know, throttle, it's gonna help you with a round out to flare here. So we're on short final now. Let's see how this goes. A little bit more power there. It's starting to drop. Okay, looking okay here. All right, yep. Releasing that power, and we're getting to the flare here. Add that power. Oh man, and we are down pretty solid there. There's the brakes. Fly that nose down. Man, yeah, that sneaks up on you fast. If you're not used to that, woof, that is interesting. And I have a feeling it's going to take us a lot of runway to get out of here. We barely got out of Los Santos International Airport, let alone Sandy Shores. You know? Now let's turn to the right here. We can turn to the left. And I'll show you a little bit more about the airplane. We can open up all the doors and all that good stuff. All right. Spin this bad boy around. Could you imagine being on panorama right there and just seeing this airplane sitting here doing all these maneuvers? It'd be awesome, especially for, you know, plane spotters. A bit more to the left here. Now here pretty soon I'll be doing some more stuff with the aviation and DOJ and the civilian side of things, because, you know, we started that SAFA thing. If you don't know what that is, that's the San Andreas Flight Administration, kind of like the FAA. And with that being said, you know, we're going to have like air traffic control and all that stuff, which will be really cool to bring that into the GTA universe. We'll line up right there. All right, cool. Let's check this out. I'll open up my trainer. Vehicle options. We're going to go to the vehicle doors and windows menu. There we go. Oh, this is open all of them so we can check them out. And let's hop out. There she is, right there. Props came to a complete stop. God, they just look so badass. The A400M is just an awesome, awesome looking airplane. Here's the back here. Walk up in here and check it out. You got side doors that open. Look at the detail. Here's the lavatory there. And that's how you get up to the cockpit. I don't think you can... Oh, you can climb that. Holy shit. Look at that. And you can go into the actual cockpit itself. Okay, that's cool. Not gonna lie. That is pretty cool that they, that he added that. Look at that. All right, cool. So now we know. Oh, but you can't get back out. Okay. So you have to jump into the... You have to jump into the thing and then jump back out. But wow, you can actually enter that way. That is just, that's really cool. You can do the same thing with that. Look at this. Got a little station there. Mighty fine, mighty fine. Well, I can see if I could get like a little Jeep, a couple Jeeps to throw in there and see if we can transport those. I'll put the vehicle on, you know, God mode, and we'll try to fly those into Los Santos International. All right, we're gonna try to get this this big truck in here, and then we're gonna put that police car in there as well, the Fort Zancudo police car, and see if we can transport these guys. I'm gonna try to save them inside of the trainer and see if this works out for us here. A little bit further, a little bit further. There we go. That'll work. All right, let's put this guy back here. Whoop. That might do just fine right there. Let's go to vehicle options, save that vehicle, and let's see how this works. Actually, you know what? We can go around this way, and we'll get in the airplane the way you're supposed to, and fire it up. Boy, getting out of here is going to be insane. I have a feeling getting off of this runway. It's going to be interesting. On up we go into the cockpit. Around the corner there. Can we see? You have to go first person view to get in there. All right, we'll hop in like that. Oh, nice. It closed all the doors for us when we did that. But let's double check and see if it didn't remove those vehicles. Nope, they're in there. Let's close all the vehicle doors, including that back piece. I think it'll go up automatically. Ooh, that doesn't sound good. Actually, let's try this again. Because when I jumped in it, it seemed to close that up. No, not the case. Well, we'll take off anyway and see what happens. Oh, that sounds bad. But we have vehicle god mode on. Full power out of here. Oh my God, it's gonna take the entire runway. Entire runway. There's our rotation speed on up. Keep on pulling back, baby. Oh, barely made it. Oh, I think we're gonna have an vehicle explosion. Gear up. But they are definitely in the back. They are definitely back there. I can hear them the entire time as we climb out of Sandy Shores here. Make a slight turn and we'll head over towards Los Santos International Airport. I mean, I guess we could go there, but I have a feeling we would get shot down if we went to Zancudo. I think they would shoot SAM missiles at us. I'm pretty positive they would. Either way, we're doing a heavy lift in this sucker. It's just a police car and a barracks. So that's not the end of the world, right? I'm gonna remember this time to keep power in the airplane, not drop it out so much, because man, that was a heavy landing we had at Sandy Shores. And if we have a landing like that here at the airport, it's not gonna be nice. That will not be nice at all. Those cars sound like they're having a good time back there, don't they? Oh, such a beautiful looking airplane though. I do like the look of that. Looks like a C-17 Globemaster with turboprops, essentially. We'll do a landing on runway 30 right again. The reason why I use 30 right is just in case, you know, the 747 tries to land while we are on approach. So 30 left. Because no matter what, they will land on 30 or 12 right. The right runway right there. So we're going to be entering a left downwind for 30 right here shortly. Let's go ahead and listen to those cars bouncing back there. And we'll make a slight turn and we're going to be on our downwind here soon enough. So we've got the runway in sight. There we go. Add a little bit more power here and start our turn. Oh, there it went. I think one of the cars exploded. I think the other one is exploding. Oh, that sounds bad. And the airplane is dropping like a rock. What is happening? We're gonna die. Oh yeah, we're gonna die. It's just like it's killing our airspeed. Why? Oh, this isn't good. This is not. Look at this. Broken. Into the ocean we go. Okay, well, yeah, you can't, so much for that. You can't, be transporting cars in it, unfortunately. And I think my guy's gonna die before we even get to the top. Pretty positive he will. That thing sunk so fast. Can you make it, dude? I doubt it. He's gonna die. That or we're gonna get eaten by a shark. But man, that thing went down fast. Can you make it? Can you make it? Come on, you're almost there, dude. You're almost there. He made it. Swim to shore before we get eaten by a shark. Okay, well, there you have it. You can't fly cars in the back unless you attach it to the vehicle, which that's advanced stuff. I still need to learn how to do that. And even then, sometimes that doesn't work out so well. But I wish there was an easier way to transport cars in airplanes in this game, rather than the attachment menu. But we tried. All right. Well, I say we get back in the airplane and we shoot one more approach and try to get a better landing. All right, it is evening time and we're gonna go take this baby up for a little spin, and then bring it back in and try to redeem ourselves from that first landing we had. But we're not gonna try to put vehicles in the back of it again, because that was ridiculous. Just fell from the sky like no problem. All right, rotate. Oh, that was much better. You have to use a lot of runway in this airplane. Gear up. Go when the flaps are in as well. Start our turn to the right here, and let's fly around. We'll fly around downtown, and then we'll shoot the approach for 30 right. Look at these 747s everywhere. My God, man. That's a good way to get killed. And there's a little Learjet below us there. You can see him. I'm gonna stay right here on this altitude. Oh my God, another one. That was close. They're gonna try to get us killed over here. I tell you what. All right, I'm gonna remove that power. So now we're at neutral power right now. And we're on a right downwind for runway 30 right. Start our descent. We're not up here next to that 747. That seems a little dangerous if you ask me. But yeah, when you let go of that power, man, the thing drops. So I'm not used to having an airplane in GTA 5 where you have to just hold power in on a landing. So, I mean, it's realistic. I do commend him for that. I'm just not used to it. All right, here we go. Left, right turn here. A little bit more power than that. I'm still letting it drop down though. Yeah, see, if I release the power there, you can see just how much speed is being bled off up there. Even though it's showing in miles per hour. And we use knots. I think you just get the gist. We're up here way too high in altitude. We're gonna turn left here. Roll off right here. There we go. And we'll continue our descent, and we'll start our turn to the right here. So we'll be on a base for 30 right. So we'll turn right there. Unfortunately, those attitude indicators just way too bright to even look at. One of the downsides to using Visual 5 is it seems to really, really make that stuff bright. Although you can go in and change the texture of it for the airplane. But ain't nobody got time for that. Keep making our turn to the right. Gear down. Landing gear is down. Landing lights are on. Letting this baby settle on in here. Sees a little bit of right rudder here. I want to see how that works. Yeah, isn't too bad. All right, got the runway in sight and the airport in sight. Add that power in here because we're going to need it for our landing. You just hear those engines roar to life here. So I'm just going to keep an eye on how much power we keep in on landing here. We turn on final approach. And we'll roll right off here. And you can be so smooth on the joystick with this. That's impressive that you can do that. But look, when you have the gear down and flaps down, I mean, like, I'm full power and doing 152 miles per hour. Like, it's no joke. It takes a lot of practice to get used to how to land this thing. You got to keep so much power because this thing is dropping still. Keep that power in there. Keep in mind that GTA, like the speed for GTA is different than in real life. I mean, 140 miles per hour in one of these on landing is kind of fast, I would imagine. That to be the case. There we go, looking good here. Add that power, a little bit more power there. Shut your mouth. And we are down. Okay, we redeemed ourselves on that landing. And fly that nose down. There's reverse thrust with the spoilers. Not too shabby. Not shabby at all. Start making this turn to the left so we can actually make the turn with that left bumper. It never wants to make the turn. Come on, buddy. You can do it. There she goes. A little bit better that time. We go straight ahead here. We'll park back over on the other ramp. I'm going to hold short of 1-2 right. Make sure there's no 747 coming in. It seems to be clear. Continue across. Because it loves to spawn those suckers in whenever you don't want them. But yeah, so far, this is one of the most advanced flight models. So if you pick this thing up, you're not used to how you know, non-GTA style flying is. It's gonna be a learning curve for you. I'd love to have some. Oh, there's the 7-4. I knew it was coming in. Let's watch his landing. This judge is landing. Oh, stall it into the ground. Yep, I love it. I love stalling it right into the ground. Here we go. Let's just pull the sucker right on into the hangar. Turns like a pig, man. Yeah. Reverse it. I need to turn off that auto centering camera. That's annoying when you fly. Woo. Careful there. Yeah, it won't make it all the way in there. We can try to pull it up a little bit more. Right there, it's good. All right, and we're out of it. Well, that's going to conclude this mod showcase of the Airbus A400M by Skyline. It's pretty badass. It's got an advanced flight model that feels extremely heavy, maybe too heavy for GTA's universe, but it's nice and refreshing to have it feel like an actual airplane. Like flying around with the aileron was the feel of the roll was great. But anywho, that's gonna do it. I'll see you guys next time. Take care.